Members of the council, we are doing moderately well. We are only 30 minutes behind schedule. If everyone will take their seats, please. Ms. Kennard, we are delighted that you're here. Welcome to, I guess this is your first appearance for a budget hearing before the council. If you will introduce yourself and those with you.
Thank you, Chairman Stein. Good evening. I'm Tasha Kennard. I am the Executive Director of the Nashville Farmers Market. Here to my right is our Board Chair, Margot McCormack. And to my left, I have Tracy Ray, who is our new Business Services Manager at the Nashville Farmers Market.
Thank you. Our threshold question is, can you operate within the mayor's proposed budget?
Yes, we can. And as you'll hear tonight, the impact of the recommended budget will be showcased in our repositioning and the organization's ability to generate increased revenue and fund operating expenses while enhancing and transforming our management services, programming, and consumer experience.
And we're now ready to hear about all of that. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Chairman Stein. It is an honor to be before you this evening, and tonight I'd like to share with you briefly some of the accomplishments of the past year at the Nashville Farmers Market. As you know, the board and the management have been working towards a plan to achieve our shared vision to transform the Nashville Farmers Market into a destination that will surprise, inspire, and delight our community. Since joining the Nashville Farmers Market in January, I've had the opportunity to assess the organization, including the special review report and its findings, showcase the tireless work of General Services as they served as the interim management of the market, evaluate the overall facility and operations, the strategic plan, revenue opportunities, staffing, and community engagement. I've had an opportunity to meet with the board, as well as past and new merchants and several of you. And we've been able to gather a lot of feedback and ideas to be a part of the transformation of our market. I believe that the market continues to be ripe with opportunity, and I, as well as the board, are confident that we can achieve great success in years to come. But we must remind ourselves that the transformation of the Nashville Farmers Market is a marathon, it is not a sprint. The transformation requires a new management approach that is keenly focused on bringing the shared vision to the community while showcasing our ability to increase revenue and evaluate cost-saving opportunities. And that's exactly what we're doing. Since May of 2012, the Nashville Farmers Market received administrative and building operations support from General Services. The staff, the board, and General Services addressed the findings and recommendations of the special review report issued by the Department of Finance, including improved fiscal operations. During that interim period, General Services developed and implemented security, janitorial, facility, and ground maintenance programs, and the current management is in the process of evaluating those services as well as the expenses to ensure that the market operations and services are funded appropriately and executed efficiently. In doing so, we have realized an opportunity to create a new event rate structure, ensuring that our third-party events are incurring security and janitorial expenses rather than being covered by market operations. By doing so, we estimate that we can recoup a minimum of $25,000 to offset those expenses in the next fiscal year. As you'll find going forward, we will be creative and we will also evaluate opportunities at each and every step. The organization continues to meet monthly with the board and consistently provide monthly financial and program reports for review, consideration, and evaluation. And as of April 30th, our revenue continues to be ahead of plan due to increased merchant recruitment efforts, awareness, and special event rentals. Over the past year, the organization has provided consistent, equitable, and fair market rules, policies, and rates to improve overall merchant relations, as well as the implementation of standard office hours and payment hours, as well as quarterly merchant meetings. Since joining in January, we've met and developed a tactical plan to support the vision that the board worked so hard to develop over the past year. And we hope to position the Nashville Farmers Market as a culinary destination for the city and surrounding areas. The plan includes new market house restaurants and retail establishments, increased recruitment and retention of local and regional farmers, expansion of the neighborhood market program and the Grow Local Kitchen, increased special events and festivals, and the implementation of new hours of operation as our neighborhood evolves. The first year of the plan has shown steady growth. We have maintained a 90% lease rate for the interior market and a 32% occupancy rate average for the overall market. Additionally, the strategic plan has enabled the board and the management to begin defining and shaping the experience when recruiting new merchants. For the upcoming year, our occupancy goal for the Market House is 95%, and the overall market goal is 45%. Additionally, we plan to increase the Grow Local Kitchen revenue and educational programming by 15%. And we will achieve our goals by expanding the market offerings, events, and promotional activities. You'll soon hear about one of our new exciting programs called Meet Me at the Market, presented by AARP. This program is targeting the 50-plus community in Nashville and surrounding communities, and it will offer workshops, a speaker series, as well as shopping opportunities for that particular audience, and it'll be hosted on a monthly basis. We consider ourselves a platform to connect with the city as well as the food culture of our city. And I believe that you can look forward to more opportunities like Meet Me at the Market in the future. Last summer, another great example was that we successfully hosted a night market series beginning in June through October. The series not only raised awareness of the market and our merchants, but it also enabled us to showcase the diversity and culture of our city. I'm happy to share that just this past weekend, we relaunched our night market series, and we kicked off our Let's Grow Together peak season celebration by hosting a variety of workshops, pottery demonstrations, family-friendly activities like the puppet truck, and really engaged the community in a new way at the market. We have also recently expanded the neighborhood market program, as I referred to earlier. We now oversee the Richland Park Farmers Market on Saturdays, and we will continue to manage the Vanderbilt Market on Thursday evenings. The Neighborhood Market program enables the Nashville Farmers Market to connect in communities and neighborhoods where people live, work, and play, and we believe that it is an important program of the Nashville Farmers Market's future. A great example of creativity and future funding opportunities was showcased last fall as our board and our staff hosted a farmhand dinner. That particular event raised $7,000 in revenue support to offset our operations. The event will be replicated again this fall, and support has already begun to line up. In addition, we will use that as an opportunity to relaunch our Friends of the Nashville Farmers Market group. And that group will be focused on raising awareness as well as fundraising and programmatic support for the organization. We continue to achieve growth in our social media following with over 27,000 Facebook friends and nearly 22,000 Twitter followers. We utilize our social media platform to connect local farmers, artisans, and crafters to our community. And we've also been recently voted the best farmers market in the Nashville Scenes Reader Poll and named the best farmers market by Tennessee Magazine. Needless to say, we have been busy. But again, we firmly believe that this transformation will take time. It is a marathon, not a sprint. As our neighborhood changes, we know that we have to adapt and stay relevant, and we're committed to doing so. We're excited to have the opportunity to showcase Nashville's diversity, culture, curiosity, and passion for food and entrepreneurial spirit that makes Nashville so unique. With an exciting lineup of new and returning local farmers, culinary classes, and events this year, we know that our market will offer and help shoppers of all ages build skills in the kitchen, in the garden, and at the table by celebrating the bounty of our local farms. The mayor's recommended budget for the Nashville Farmers Market is $1.9 million, representing a $66,000 reduction compared to the current year projected expenses. I would like to highlight that the recommended budget supports our projected revenue plan to fund our operating expenses, including our utilities, facility improvements, general maintenance, and our last lease payment to the state. In addition, the recommended budget enables the market to implement and improve recruitment and awareness of local and regional farmers, enhance community education, and provide management services to the neighborhood market program, while also developing a green market program, not only for the Nashville Farmers Market, but the growing community and neighborhood around us. As I stated before, the impact of the recommended budget will be showcased in our repositioning and the organization's ability to generate revenue to fund our operating expenses, while enhancing and transforming our management services, programming, and consumer experience. The reduction in our budget will impact our facility maintenance program as well as security services. We have developed an event rate sheet that we will utilize to recoup some of those expenses. As I stated earlier, currently, when someone leases our space for a special event, the market is actually covering the security and janitorial expenses, and we're developing the fee structure that will go into effect on July 1st. The recommended capital improvements included in the general services budget provide $500,000 to enclose one or more sheds at the market. This will provide conditioned retail and event space to further increase our revenue. It will allow the market to position ourselves as a destination for food, education, cultural diversity, special events, and entertainment, serving as a premier destination that is, again, uniquely Nashville. Currently, we are staffed with 5 full-time employees, and we do have 2 vacant positions that will be posted by the end of the fiscal year. The 2 vacant positions will provide market and program management as well as facility maintenance oversight. And we are currently in the process of bringing all of our vendor contracts in-house as managed by the Nashville Farmers Market. They have been managed by General Services up until this point. As with any organization undergoing change, we must be reminded that we do not have all of the necessary resources to make our transformation easy or painless. We must be creative, nimble, and resourceful, and I'm happy to tell you that our staff has all of those skill sets. The recommended budget and capital plan are critical investments that will transform the market and achieve self-sufficiency in 2 years as planned. I urge each of you to support the recommended budget for the Nashville Farmers Market and the capital improvements outlined for the market in the General Services Capital Plan, so that we do not have to continue to wrestle with seasonality shifts in occupancy and delay the projection of self-sufficiency. Thank you for your time. I'd like to open the floor now for any questions you may have for us.
Thank you very much. I'm sometimes slow, so you're included in your $2,016,500 figure for 2014 is the $714,000 supplement, correct?
Yes.
So indeed, and maybe Mr. Riebling, between the two of you can help me understand this. So then the recommended budget for this year is just $66,000 less than you got last year, including the supplement.
They have backed out the supplemental funding for 714. We've also increased our revenue projection for next year, and they have included the lease payment in the recommended budget.
Right. And then, so I guess my question is, with incredible work that seems to be taking place and great energy, we are all like your optimism. My question is a very practical one. Mm-hmm. Is there any way in the world that there won't be a need for a supplement again this year? That's a great question. I feel like this budget supports the Nashville Farmers Market's operation. It will cover our expenses. I believe that we will find additional cost-saving measures. I've been there for 4 months, and we've already uncovered a few areas that we can reduce expenses. I believe as we pull our vendor services in-house, we will recoup some of the expenses that we've incurred over the past couple of years. So I do believe that we will be sufficient on the budget as proposed. Well, I can't tell you how refreshing your outlook and your hope and your work is to many of us here. Thank you for that. Councilwoman Moore.
Thank you, Ms. Kennard, for such a wonderful report. I have just two quick questions, and it's in the book on page J60. And I was just wondering, you had mentioned something about you all manage the Vanderbilt Neighborhood Market Program. Is that located on the Farmers Market grounds? Hold one second, okay.
Councilwoman Moore. Do you all have our budget book? It's in front of you. If you go, call your page number out again.
Page J60. 60, dash 60.
Okay.
And I was just looking at under your accomplishments. Where is that, like a truck, or is that just the truck that goes around, that vendor truck, or is that something different?
No, it is not. It is actually a farmer's market with up to 20 merchants that are producer only, and it's held on the Medical Center Plaza campus.
Okay.
And it's held on Thursdays, June through October, on Thursday night from 3:30 to 6:30.
Okay. And my second question is under your goals, where you said facilitate friends of Nashville Farmers Market and development of fundraising programs to support operations. Is that going on now, or as if this book was printed, or what?
The Friends of group exist. What we need to do now is we need to recruit new members to organize the Friends of organization. And we're in the process of doing that now. We're hoping to relaunch the Friends of alongside our farm hen dinner this fall.
So that basically that group would go out and do fundraising for the farmers market.
They will help us with awareness, programmatic support, and fundraising, as well as special events that will fundraise for the overall operations of the market.
Isn't that interesting? That is so wanted to hear that. All right. Well, I thank you so much.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Weiner.
Thank you, Chair. We appreciate everything you're doing. I have one question. When you go into the Vanderbilt area and the Richland area and you manage those markets, are we charging them for that service?
We recoup a fee, just like we do from the merchants at the Nashville Farmers Market downtown. We recoup a daily fee. It's $30 for a 10-by-10 space at each one of those markets. And if they pay in full for the service, it is $25 for the week for the whole season.
And so we don't charge a percentage of their revenues that they realize at all. It's just a flat fee that we charge for the booth space, so to speak.
Correct. We use the same rate methodology that we use at the downtown market, where we do not charge for their sales. We only charge a daily rate. And we feel that that's more advantageous for our merchants and allows them to keep their retail sales.
Is that consistent with the way they handle this in other farmers markets across the country?
They do it a variety of different ways. Some take a percentage of sales and some use a daily rate model. I believe that our market historically has found that the daily rate model is best for our community.
Okay, and let's see, I believe I had another question, but if I remember it, I'll ask you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Tigert.
This is just a comment for the board chair, Margot. I wanted you to be aware that I had the opportunity to go visit Green Door Gourmet this morning, one of my favorite places in Davidson County, and what Al and Sylvia are doing over there is tremendous. And I said, by the way, has anyone reached out at the farmers market to you to talk about what you're doing and whatnot? And the answer was a resounding yes. So I know you're doing a great job, and I want you to appreciate, we want you to know we appreciate your work, and we want you to keep up a good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tasha, thank you. Margot, thank you. We're all pulling. Councilwoman Gilmore, you're in under the wire.
Thank you. I just want to say you guys rock and keep it up. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Buchanan, Mr. Wall.